Justin Jones from Sydney. Ben Wexler, raise your hand with the voter registration right over here. Right over there. Voter registration forms right over there, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and call up Justin Jones, affiliated with Sydney.
And I don't give a damn about what you represent or where you represent. If I bleed right now, I don't care what, it's going to be the same color as all of you. What we need is leadership. You guys are out here asking for the Blasio to do crap. Just like some people are out here asking for Trump to do something. I'm dead asking. Get out of office. Right. We're no longer going to ask of anybody to do anything. In the words of legacy, what we're going to do is we're going to vote those who we vote into office responsible. We need we need affordable, accessible housing. It doesn't matter where it is, it doesn't matter what district it is. I don't make that much money. I don't give a damn about the west side. But if I want to live there, I have the right to live there. So let's start living and people.
Alright guys, we usually do a nightly march and we're going to follow the same route that we usually do. We're going to go left on East End all the way to 82nd Street. By the way, this route is fully accessible. That's one of the reasons why we're going to take this route. We have two marshals that usually march with us that are going to hold off cars because we're going to do this in a very safe fashion. We're going to take a left on 82nd Street towards the promenade. We're going to take a left onto the promenade, march on the promenade until we get by de Blasio's place. And then we're going to take another left and go by de Blasio's place and drop off what we came here to do. Notice of transfer. And then after we do that, we'll come back here and then we'll go ahead and break apart for right now because this does not stop and it's not going to stop today. This is just one action. So we'll be starting the march in about 2 to 3 minutes. So go ahead and get prepared.
Sorry about that. My name is Gracie.
Okay, guys, I want everybody to line up behind the organizers as we're marching and try to be organized behind them. So we're going to go ahead and start right now. So,
hey man, nice to see you. How are you? Good, how are you? Long time no see.
You are marching this way, so you guys can actually form a group.
I was in California, I've now been to yeah, no, we met.
Go ahead and start marching.
Yeah, I was that.
So, pay attention to the marshals,
I don't hate vicious dogs. I feel sad for them because they were abused basically.
We have folks from Harmonia in the front delivering the transfer notice, so we're going to go ahead and start right now, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and actually ask you to join in the chants.
Let's organize it. It's great people we chant.
All right, guys, so come.
We're marching! Say it louder. Free. We want justice for the people. One. We are the people.
Two. Say it louder.
Three. We want justice for the people. One. We are the people. Two. Say it louder. Three. We want justice for the people. One.
We are the people.
Two.
Say it louder.
Three.
We want justice for the people.
One.
We are the people.
Two.
Say it louder.
Three.
We want justice for the
Mic check.
people. Right, Jack?
We gonna let the people in the media know that while we get. Because housing is a
Human right.
housing is a
Human right.
housing is a
Human right.
housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. Black lives matter.
Black lives.
Housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. 'Cause housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. Poverty is a human right. Housing is a human right. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. 'Cause housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. Poverty matters. Poverty matters. 'Cause housing is a human right. Housing is a human right. 'Cause black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. 'Cause housing is a
Human right.
housing is a
Human right.
poverty
Matters. Matters. Human right.
human right. Human right.
is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what this neighborhood looks like.
This is what this neighborhood looks like.
Show me what this neighborhood looks like.
This is what this neighborhood looks like.
Show me what this neighborhood looks like.
This is what this neighborhood looks like.
Show me what this neighborhood looks like.
This is what this neighborhood looks like.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. De Blasio has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
This is public property.
Take out your
This is public
cameras.
property. We're allowed to go on public property.
This is a city park.
This is public property. We're allowed to go on public property. Then y'all need to move these barricades back. Is this public property? Why are y'all stopping us from going on public property? We're
Our
not doing
taxes
anything.
pay you.
This is our property. We pay
This is our
taxes.
property. This is public property.
This is a city park.
This is public property. Why do we have to keep it shut? It's public property. We're not breaking any laws.
Facebook Live.
Name a law that we're breaking.
Say your boss.
Name a law that we're
Get your boss down there.
Name a law that we're breaking. We can put the barricades. We can put the barricades too. What law are we breaking? What law are we breaking? What law we're breaking? Tell me what law that we're breaking. Tell me what law that we're breaking. If this is public property. What law are we breaking? Why are y'all stopping us from going on public property? Why are y'all stopping us from going on public property? Who do y'all report?
You know it's our house. You know it's our
Y'all work for us.
You know we're right. You know we're right.
Who told y'all that we can't go on this property? Who told y'all that we can't go on public property? No answer? We can't go on public property. We can't go on public property. Stop what? We're on public property. We're not doing anything. It's public property.
These are our
It's public property. It's public
These are
property.
our
You better not hurt me.
and you know
It's public property. I'm not hurting you. I'm not
touching you.
It's public property. It's public property. I'm not
Don't
gonna
put that through my hand.
I'm on public property. I'm on public property. I'm not. You are touching me. You are touching me. I don't have to move. I don't have to move. I don't have to move. I don't have to move.
Hey, come on.
Back off. Public property. It's public property.
Back off.
It's public property. It's public property. You know what you're doing is wrong. You know what you're doing is wrong. This is public property. You know what you're doing is wrong. Y'all know what you're doing is wrong. It's public property. It's public property.
Guys, I need some help.
Oh, you need help? Why? Why? For what? For what? It's public property. What are y'all doing?
Thank you. Public property.
It's public property.
Isn't it your job to protect private property? Why are you protecting public property?
What law we're breaking? What law are we breaking?
White bodies in front!
What law are we breaking?
White bodies in front! White bodies in front!
What law are we breaking?
White bodies
What
in
law are we
front!
breaking? What law are we breaking?
I think some folks.
Let's go! Anything else? Resign! You don't need to be a police officer! Do something else!
If you want to help, be a fucking social worker!
What do y'all want to do?
Some folks are having.
Who do you serve? 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 Who do you serve?
I'm behind my desk.
Huh?
2697 has it.
We're trying to deliver a letter.
Do y'all want to go around? This is public property. What you're doing is not allowing us to go on public property. We have to move these barricades or try to get around the other way.
Very peaceful, walking right out the door and delivering the letter right over.
I told you our intent is to deliver the letter to the front door.
We've asked you to let one person go.
Right, and we should be walking right down that level. So you're not going to respond to the woman, you'll go.
Let them deliver the letter.
Let's de-escalate it together.
One person.
Oh, we can teach them how to de-escalate. Let's teach cops how to de-escalate.
They shoot to kill. That's their de-escalation.
Exactly. Let's teach them how to de-escalate.
One person. Let one person.
Two people. The politicians. The ones that somebody is being told you're voted for. The hostage. Everybody didn't vote for Republican.
Go ahead. Please go. You're good.
Let me do it over. If they will allow you guys to deliver the letter.
Oh, no, you're coming.
If they will allow us to deliver the letter, then we will go back and well, we came here to deliver the letter and we are going to deliver the letter one way or another.
That's all we need.
De-escalate. And what we're suggesting as a way to de-escalate is to let the people who are directly affected by this reckless decision the mayor has made, let them deliver the letter. Let them have a little bit of
We will back our people up if you let the letter and these three individuals walk with you.
We can talk without pointing fingers.
All right, deep breath, everyone. Right. So, I mean, I don't care if I go. God bless them. God bless them for coming out here. They don't have anything.
You let one person through?
Dignity. I I'm down to 2 bags now.
We're all gonna back
One person right to the booth. 30 seconds out. I'll come right back. You have your force behind you.
If anything happens,
Everyone
I'm
is stepped
sure that you
back.
guys would
We're
handle it.
serious. We've all stepped back.
One person.
No one on this side is interested in storming or escalating. We're interested in DI.
Media, step back.
Just give us a minute. It's my daughter. No, like, but we're gonna do
Am I giving you enough space?
Helen, we love you. Right back at you. We love you, Corinne. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for cooperating. Let's show them how to do it with respect and dignity.
Correct.
And that's what we're looking for, respect and dignity.
That's right.
Respect and dignity.
Human rights.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks
I said this is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks
I
like.
said show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like. Ready, Sergeant, when you're ready. We're ready. Helen Rosenthal's my hero. Aw.
Go Rosenthal!
Where's that? Right, but it would be closer. It really would, right? Because there's the entrance to City Hall, and then to the left, they would go and there'd be a gate, and then you're right, someone would come.
We do that at City Hall, we do that in the entrance here, we do that for
And that's where I'm stuck.
Yes, the mayor's gate, yes.
I'm stuck there.
We do letters like that either on the steps or we do it just in an area with front door guys.
So I really appreciate just complimenting if I may, something over there. So I think we now have folks that are either way. I feel like everything's de-escalated. Folks are asking for one person to be able
Yeah,
to go.
Ben and I don't have
We're
to
going to
go.
stay back.
We'll step back.
And I am certain that we've got enough people here that we will take 10 steps back. And this gentleman
Yeah.
is the harmonious.
Helen, please go with him.
Deliver it. So, 30 seconds. And then we can all go home. Take it back to self-fighting that or even.
It's easy peasy. It's a matter of dignity, you know? It's just dignity.
Remember, I called to try to.
I don't want to overstep you, Sergeant, but I'm asking you. I'm asking you for the chance. Michael, what's your last name?
Banana.
Onana?
No relationship to the mom.
Yeah, I don't see that as resolving this issue. So can you go back to whoever you were talking about and let them know that that's not something that we feel comfortable with? We really, what we feel comfortable with is Michael on his own. Okay? That's what we're asking for.
If you can't figure out a situation where you can walk with this individual about 20 feet, I don't know what to tell you. We have 20 plus cops here.
And these people aren't going anywhere.
Situation where you can walk with
These people are just staying.
To the
That's right.
He says he cares about the kids. They have to switch schools every time they get displaced. If
long as it takes.
He did a drive-by on the Upper West Side, and he told the press the conditions were unacceptable.
Really nonsensical.
You a firefighter?
He never talked about the
Thank you.
That's right. Next time.
Sorry,
We're going to take 10 steps back so he can come and deliver it to the front door. So,
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? I'm Helen.
I've spoken to you on the phone.
Oh, okay. Who are you?
Captain Zafiro.
Captain Sapiro?
Sorry, bro.
Nice to meet you.
What they will do is bring someone over here. They'll collect the letter from you and bring it in accordance with their policy. That's what they're willing to do.
Yeah, unfortunately it's not enough. Because we're fighting for something just like crumbs more. Crumbs more.
Well, you can mail the letter if you don't trust it.
This is the letter.
Really?
And you know what?
Really?
It's just about...
Really? Do you see the size of it? Did you look at the letter?
You can mail different size parcels. I'm just telling you what we're going to do.
Right, but I guess what I'm saying is...
Door and back, no, sir.
So what I'm saying is this group of people who have come this far, they're not leaving until Mike's able to just walk the letter over there. And now I guess I'm wondering, where is de-escalation in this? Because I've seen these people now de-escalate. And they've done an amazing job. There's no pushing, no shoving. We're all back. We're doing it like the rules say.
Was there pushing earlier?
Does it matter?
Of course it matters.
Why?
But was there pushing earlier?
So you're gonna punish them because... No, seriously. Yes, there was pushing earlier.
You're portraying that this was entirely not
No, I'm
physical.
saying from now.
Using the word de-escalate.
Right?
What I'm telling
And
you is
it was
from
when
now,
it started,
council member,
it was a
we
little
will-
tough.
we will take
But
the
we
letter.
de-escalated because we want to give Mike the dignity, who is living in a homeless shelter and displaced by a policy of our mayors. We just want to give him the dignity of delivering the letter in the spirit of de-escalation. I mean, I know you've trained in it. I've known everybody here has trained it. That's how the system works. So I'm begging you, as a step, as a gesture, these people have all stepped, they're sitting down for God's sake.
We will move further back.
You and your staff can
We will
walk me
move
down,
further
walk me
back.
out.
Yeah.
We will move further back. So all the way, we'll move.
Literally, I am having
Mrs.
problems with you saying...
If you would like me to respond, I will.
Okay, so Mrs. Rosenthal is my mother. I'm a council member.
Okay, council member Rosenthal. If you want me to respond, I will. If not, I'll listen to you for as long as you like.
And as I listened to you, and you said nothing is going to happen.
Right. In accordance with the way we need to operate.
Yeah.
This is an elected official.
Yeah.
There is a procedure in place.
Yeah.
For
And
that
so what
official.
we're asking
So
is
if
to
this
shift
were-
the rules.
If whomever it is that is in charge of this residence wishes to receive the letter in a manner that is adverse to the procedure in place, then they can tell us to do that.
How is it adverse by one person?
And until then, we're going to do our job.
Okay,
And
so
we're going to do it
who's
the way
the
we were
person we
trained.
should talk to? I understand. You have to get it from your boss.
So
okay.
we push this up the chain,
Who-
and
who's
here we are now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is what we're like. We asked Gracie to move the barricade from over there. It's down. I'm incredibly grateful for that. I now know I can come back with my family and we can have some of our park back. But I guess what is the reason for this barricade here, and what is the reason why one person can't just come and just deliver it 30 feet? And we will all take as many steps back as you need us to.
And I guess, go ahead.
Wait, yeah.
Go ahead.
I don't want to be redundant and talk in circles. That's what we're going to do. If you wish to sit there, you're free to sit there. That's the policy in place. If you'd like to deliver the letter by the appropriate measures that have come before, you do that. If you want
That for his dignity, we want to let him deliver to the security gate. It's literally 20 feet away. And everyone who I just showed you the picture of, we're like 7 feet away from the gate.
And we're willing to move back.
And we're willing to move back farther. So I guess what I'm asking, Paul, is like, this is the definition of de-escalation.
and the impenetrability of, or the inability of the NYPD to allow for some de-escalation is actually problematic. I mean, everyone here is like, then if you can't do it, then get somebody on the phone with me who can. I mean, I respect you so much. But I mean, if I were talking to Emma, that might be one thing. If I were talking to the mayor, that might be one thing. I mean, I adore you, Paul, to pieces. You help me on so many things, but even you are telling me you can't help us with this. I respect that. That's okay.
Did you say
that's okay.
Coming?
But
yes.
Come back. He can do it all by himself. You know, we'll stay over here, and they won't. Okay. So this is Andrew. He's from the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs, and his job is he runs the Manhattan office.
Okay.
And you know, I really want to be respectful of everyone here.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask that we make a group decision together. I mean, what do you think?
What accountability are we going to give it to the mayors?
Keep the peace agreement. Give them the letter right.
Well,
So,
are you?
Give it to the mayor.
Is Charlene not home? Can you take a picture of you handing it to the mayor?
And I can give you my business card, and you can follow
I'll ask Corinne. That's great.
So
So
you'll walk
what
it
Corinne
walk
is-
it through there.
I'm going to walk it right into Gracie, and I'm going to make sure that the mayor sees it.
Will you
Andrew,
do me a
one other
favor?
quick thing.
Because this is what Corinne's asking. She's really She's asking if you could take a picture with you delivering it to the mayor and then text it to me or Ben, and as soon as we get it, we'll go home. Sound good?
So I cannot promise that right now because I don't know if the mayor is
I
inside,
understand.
but I will certainly do my best
Okay.
to get that.
Can you find out?
Let me, real quick.
Both of us,
Same thing.
we are together.
Okay. Let me see if the mayor is
Yeah,
home
yeah.
and if that can happen tonight. But
Okay,
I'm
thanks.
glad
And
that
then we'll think about what we think about it.
excellent.
Okay, great. Thank you. So what's happening now is
Please show that light.
someone just made a suggestion, great suggestion, that we would like to see a picture of this government official delivering the poster to the mayor, which I think is a fair request. Okay. Okay. All right. So we're willing to, you know, Mike's willing to not deliver it himself, which is amazingly gracious of him. And now what's happening is Andrew's the guy from the mayor's CAU.
Yes.
He is finding out if he could get that picture taken immediately.
Yes.
So at which point he would text it to me or Ben. We would know it happened and we can all go home.
Mayor in town?
I don't know.
He's checking right now. The detail has told me that they cannot let me or the public know where the mayor is at this
Okay,
time.
fair.
But I can promise that I will make sure the mayor sees this.
We need a
and
picture of him with it. Can you promise that you will get a picture of him
I
with it?
cannot promise that
I
the mayor will
understand.
take a picture of this, but you have my word
You know what?
as
This is what we're gonna do. I appreciate you, Andrew. I just met you. So, nice to meet you. This is what we'll do. We're willing to wait 10 minutes. And if the mayor can see, I understand the police and their rules, right? Because they want to keep the mayor safe. I
Can you visit
understand
us
that.
at the Harmonia?
And in fact, oh, that's a really good idea. And in fact, I know that this is a peaceful group, but perhaps they don't know that. So, what are we going to do in terms of knowing that he sees the letter? I mean, can we wait 10 minutes and if the mayor's gracious enough, he'll take a picture or not? Maybe he's not home, but we're willing to wait the 10 minutes.
that is more than fair. I think
Okay.
we can wait the 10 minutes. I cannot promise that the mayor will take a picture with this, nor can I promise that the mayor will come to the Lucern. And
Harmonia.
Excuse me,
Either.
Harmonia.
Either one.
I
We want them
apologize.
at either.
But what I can promise is that as soon as I get home, I can send a request for the mayor to come tour the area. And what that will do, it will go to my commissioner, the Commissioner of Community Affairs, and it will go to the mayor. And then there will be a request for the mayor to come tour, and if it fits into his schedule, he will be able to come.
Andrew, sorry, can I just explain to you for a second what's going on? Because I'm not, from what de Blasio has said in public, I'm not clear if he actually understands the situation, because what he said has been misrepresenting the situation. So since you seem to be in direct contact with it, can I please explain what's going on and can you pass it on to him?
Certainly.
So Mayor de Blasio has falsely spread lies that residents at the Lucern are not getting services, and that's why they need to be moved back into a regular shelter. Except he knows that his DHS is overseeing the full-scale operations of Project Renewal at the Lucern with all attendant services. Moving them to the Harmonia is just going to mean having to reboot this process of getting started in a new community, setting up all those services, and getting them up and running. And meanwhile, people like Mike and disabled families are being kicked out of their homes where they've lived for 2 years with their care providers. Moreover, the staff of the Harmonia are being laid off for no reason.
Yeah.
There is no problem on the Upper West Side. I am here from the Upper West Side community, and we welcome the residents of the Lucern. What Mayor de Blasio is doing is playing chess with people's lives, because for some reason he needs approval from wealthy high-rise dwellers who don't want to see poverty in their neighborhood more than he needs to stand up for the people of New York that he is supposed to serve, like Mike here. So I need you to explain the situation to him, because he never set foot in the Lucern. He doesn't know that they're running a full-scale shelter operation there. He hasn't come and talked to the residents of the Harmonia to tell them why they're losing their homes. And right now, he's hiding inside his mansion while we wait out here to try to talk to him, to get him to look in the eyes of the people that he is displacing. So I need you to go and explain that situation to him so he can stop going on the radio and talking to the press and telling lies about the shelters and misrepresenting what is actually going on, because he's in charge.
Okay, so why don't you give him a call?
I'm formerly incarcerated, formerly homeless. I became homeless as a result of my building being turned into a shelter. The cluster site fiasco that Blasio was known for. So basically, the landlords take advantage of the situation that the city wants to place homeless families and shelter homeless families and single adults into apartments. So what the city does is they pay the landlords $3,000 to $6,000 per month for these apartments. The landlords make a killing. They deregulate the apartments, they stabilize them, and then they just kick the shelter people out, and then everything goes to market rate. So my life went to hell. I was dealing with broken mailboxes, pimps and sex workers, drug dealing happening, people smoking and drinking alcohol, broken intercoms, lobby doors broken, people going up and down the fire escape, people going on the rooftop. It was insane. There was rumors of breaking and entering and all that stuff, and it was just, the city would say that the landlord's in charge of security, the landlord said the city's in charge of security, and I was in an abusive relationship. I was actually a housing specialist and mental health advocate while this was happening. And as a result of that relationship being toxic, I lost job after job, and then I was in conflict with my mom, where we lived in the apartment. Then I became homeless. She kicked me out. And I stayed in the shelter system for about 15 and a half months. And it really is just it's really just one big flim flam. It's just horrible. People exploit. You got staff security and DHS security, exploiting, robbing, sending people up, and everyone's, I'm in recovery, and people are just in the throes of addiction around me, and there's no safety. People would rather die in the street. People are dying in the street. They would rather die in the street than die in the shelter. But New York City is the only city in the world that has the right to shelter mandate. So people from all over the world are coming into these traumatic situations to try and rebuild their lives. And, it's a war zone. So it's just a situation it's just insane. Like, vouchers don't go up to market rate, landlords don't take the vouchers as a result, you know, and then like, so whenever someone becomes homeless, it's a perpetual problem. It's a situation it's a hamster wheel of homelessness, and nothing's happening except more people being displaced and more people with more money being able to afford these places, and those that get displaced are stuck being homeless.
What do you want to happen?
What would I like to happen? I would like for first rent to be canceled while this pandemic is happening. 2, I would like to see the bills that are being proposed this week coming, that the city FEPS voucher would actually be able to be raised to market rate. There are source of income discrimination laws in place, and I believe so. And you know, if the voucher can go to market rate, then a landlord has no option but to take the voucher. And if they don't, then the Commission on Human Rights gets involved, and then like by shaming, they act appropriately and accordingly. It shouldn't even have to come to that. I mean, like, we have slumlords who are capitalizing on the homelessness crisis. We have landlords that are capitalizing. They'll provide temporary shelter so they can get these lucrative contracts that the city provides to landlords. And then like the shelters, they just keep on creating more shelters. And it's just, for what? People are dying, you know? People are becoming homeless and there's no way out.